Hello, everyone, and welcome to Lantern Light Adventures. Tonight we are playing An Empty Dream, our Girl by Moonlight game. My name is Mal, aka Archangelic, and tonight I'm going to be your director. Um, Let us go ahead and introduce our players in the one true alphabetical order.
Hi, my name is Chantel. My pronouns are they, them. Um, I am so glad to be back here in the new year, 2025. Um, I play Nif, pronouns she, her, uh, who is also known as Concordia, pronouns they, them, and I play the Harmony.
Hello, everyone, in the true alphabetical order, CED. I am L. I use they, them pronouns, and also fuck James Gunn. You can refer to me as either. That will be a tangent for later. And I play Cary Milan Evander Lyall, aka Lykos, who uses they, them pronouns in both forms. They are the outsider playbook, and they are maybe going to start using was, were.
The ultimate pronouns. I'm Dozens, he, they. I play girl scientist and time traveler Janus Quinn, often known as Cronos. Janus uses she, her pronouns, and Cronos uses its pronouns.
Hello, friends. I am Soliloquy Jaden. You can find me most places online as FatSapphicBro. I use they, them pronouns. I'll be playing the unlikely hero, Calliope Rodrigues, she, her pronouns, and Verdade, they, them pronouns. Welcome back to our space here at Lantern Light Adventures. This is home to all of our TTRPG and related content on Twitch. All of our games are also uploaded to our Lantern Light Adventures YouTube channel. There's a link to our link tree in the chat. You can click on that and it'll take you to all of our various social media pages so you can follow us everywhere we are. If you want to keep up to date on everything we're doing, feel free to also join our Discord, which is linked in the chat. Thanks for joining us today for An Empty Dream, our Girl by Moonlight actual play. We stream this game most Tuesdays from 6 to 9 p.m. PST. As for where you can find us the rest of the week, on most Sundays from 7:30 to 9:30 p.m. PST, we stream Era of the Dragons, our D&D 5e actual play set in Mal's homebrew world. Most Mondays from 6 to 9 p.m. PST, we stream It Waits for No One, a modern fantasy tale. This is our Monte Cook Games Cypher System actual play. We built the world collaboratively using, I'm sorry, did you say street magic? And that world building session has been uploaded as a Patreon exclusive and can be unlocked at any paid tier. And our paid tiers start at $1, so check it out if you're interested. We also record an audiocast after show for each of our games where we go over any necessary advancement steps and debrief from the game. You can listen to these for free on Patreon, patreon.com/lanternlightadventures. All of these after shows will always be free, but we appreciate any contributions and support as it helps us continue to bring you awesome queer content. Just as a reminder, each month we take the last 7 days of the month off so we can edit and prepare more content for y'all, as well as have a bit of a break to handle our day-to-day responsibilities. And finally, in support of a free Palestine, we will be sharing the GoFundMes for various families. The first family we're trying to help out is the Masood family. Dahlia and her husband Rami and their 4 children are in great need. Dahlia and Rami worked as pharmacists but have since lost their home and pharmacy. Their goal is currently set at 50,000 euros, and they have raised 39,439 euros as of this afternoon. Any help and support you can offer would be amazing. Their GoFundMe is linked in the chat and our link tree. Thanks, y'all.
Thank you for those announcements. So last we left off, you had done some investigating and found out that Storm Enterprises was moving on doing something to do with the rifts that had opened up between the dreaming and your world. So in an effort to find out more information, you infiltrated the base to get onto the airfield of Storm Enterprises. The sneaking on part, that was easy. Getting there and not being detected, a lot harder. And you managed to get into a scuffle, a kerfuffle, if you will, with some of the agents that are working alongside Storm Enterprises, namely Blacktail, Corvus, Max, the architect, and a few others, including, Abernathy, a small gremlin-like figure. And through some coercing and speaking and confessing, Cary managed to pull Corvus onto your side, if only for just a split second, before Abernathy tried to place some sort of device onto Corvus. Cary Lykos moved to resist this. A flash of energy happened, and that is where we last left off. An explosion has happened here. You all are knocked back and away. You are not harmed. But Abernathy is not there. When your eyes clear from the brightness of this explosion, when you refocus, there is a massive white-furred, gorilla would not be the right word, but something massive, muscular, hulking, with 6 arms, small legs, massive tusks and fangs, stands before you, 8 feet tall, angry, has a very striking resemblance to Abernathy.
Okay,
You see in the distance some new players have entered the field, namely a raccoon, a possum, and a rat, alongside an older man with crystals reaching up his arms, embedded in his neck. He has his gray hairs is cut very short, but you can see just embedded in places in his skin are crystals that are forming. He is being escorted to the helicopter where I believe Cronos is in that general vicinity right now.
Okay,
I
so what's
plants
going? Hold
holding the
on.
helicopter down.
I have notes. I have notes. Concordia has grabbed the helicopter and is holding it down with the plants. Cronos is currently at the computer and has disabled the computer.
Yes.
Calliope, where is Callie? Callie was hanging out with Lykos and Blacktail before things went down. Because Lykos and Cally were kind of tag teaming Blacktail.
Yeah, I think y'all have managed to like kind of pin down Blacktail.
Yeah, we got him pinned down, and then Cronos put Blacktail in the pink void, and now Blacktail's in timeout.
Oh, Blacktail's in timeout?
Yeah, Blacktail's in timeout.
That means Architect is still a threat on the board.
So Architect is still a threat on the board. Cronos and Callie are closest to Architect. Blue
Look at that
Man,
solid note taking.
The Blue Man was trying to stab Corvus with the crystal structure, then Lykos took the blow. Blue Man, the blue fuzzy guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is Abernathy, who's now Gorilla Grodd.
Yes. Yeah, so we have Mega Abernathy.
Abernathy, like Pokemon evolved now, but is still Cronos is kind of behind Abernathy, and then Callie and Lykos are both kind of in front of Abernathy. They're kind of flanking him, and Concordia is the only one who's by the helicopter.
Okay. Yes, and Captain Alice is...
and Captain Alice is also providing cover over by the helicopter. It's the two of them over by the helicopter. Yes, I had that in my notes. Yes.
Fantastic.
I love notes.
This is the part where you tell me what you would like to do.
What are the consequences for Lykos taking this weird crystal hit?
You were just knocked back. What had happened in the split second you intervened is that you tried to take this from Abernathy, but all you did was push it into him.
Okay,
so
cool.
Whatever it has done he was trying to do this to Corvus, to use Corvus against you, but it has
Okay.
now been used on him.
I can live with that. All right.
He pummels the ground with all 6 arms. You can
Oh,
feel the waves through it.
You.
He lets out a bellowing roar.
Why does he have 6 arms? That's like 4 too many arms. Ew. Where are they coming from? Are they like at the ribs? Or...
Yeah, they're like, it's like in a
Okay,
row.
I didn't...
Yeah.
For
Yeah.
some reason, I was picturing him with nipple arms, and I was very concerned.
It's like one of those
like a circle
medieval
or-
the ruffs that they used to wear, but just arms.
No, he's like, yeah, they're coming out the sides of his torso.
Okay, that's slightly less gross than nipple arms. Oh no, I don't like the scuttling.
Yeah, he is not scuttling. He definitely has his own legs he can propel himself on.
How
But
many legs does he have? Does he
2.
still have only 2? Okay.
Just the 2.
Oh,
Yeah.
spider.
There's so many jokes that I could. Oh, please don't say that.
Oh, all right.
Yep.
Nope. Fuzzy.
Yeah.
Like
Think gorilla.
Abernathy.
Think gorilla. I
Mhm.
think that's the prototype here. Bonobo, gorilla, something in that vein.
Machamp. Thank you,
Yeah.
Polly.
Yes.
Is this like a John Carter white Martian ape kind of looking guy?
Oh hell yeah!
Yeah. 100%.
Shout out to
Dozens,
producer
I'm so
Polly
glad.
for being the voice of reason and
Mhm.
and not getting quite so into things as we are in
Dozens,
here.
I am so glad to meet the only other person who has witnessed John Carter from Mars.
I never saw let's play Girl by Moonlight, but I've never seen the movie. I only read the books.
Oh yeah, I also read the books.
I think
Anyways.
Cronos is interested in the old man going towards the chopper, because Dozens am curious if this is like a prisoner of some sort, or if this is maybe what was his name?
This is
Albus
Storm.
Albert Storm.
This
It's
is Storm
definitely
himself?
Albert
Storm.
Storm. Yeah, this is definitely Storm. Also, I think that a lot of his problems would be solved if he realized that he could be a drag queen, because it seems like he just wanted to bedazzle himself.
Yes. As Kurt, you have seen pictures of Albert Storm.
Okay,
His
this
picture
is-
is on the website. You know, it's easy to find pictures of him,
Okay.
and you instantly recognize who this is. He is unperturbed by the fight at hand.
I'm about to perturb him.
All right, perturb
I'm
him
about to
away.
perturb him. I am. Did you say that is he just walking by himself, or is he being led in that direction with somebody?
Basically, encircling him is the trash trio.
Yeah,
Oh,
the
the
trash
trash trio.
boys are hanging out with him, but we know they can be easily influenced, and I feel like Kronos is kind of intimidating, so just like yell at them a little bit.
Yeah. That's what I'll do. I'll go yell at the trash trio. I don't actually know what to do. So he's covered in crystals. Is he carrying any kind of like gadgetry or mechanics with him? Or is he just walking out with his crystal studded self?
Not that he is not carrying anything that you see. He is just in a very nice, expensive suit.
Did we get the device out of the helicopter?
The device did not manage to get loaded before Cronos intervened,
Right.
so it is still outside of
Right.
the helicopter, and has been disabled in some way.
Yeah, so we're good on that
For now.
for now, yeah.
I think I'm going to go towards the helicopter that Concordia is still pulling down with. And I'm going to take advantage of that chaos to run in there and yank the pilot out of the helicopter and make sure there's no one at the helm for Storm to get away.
Yeah. I mean, you kind of peek in there very quickly. You see that like Captain Alice has already handled that part. She has
Captain
pulled
Alice is
the
doing that.
pilot. Yeah, she wanted to get here in case she had to bring down the helicopter. That was part of her whole deal of being here. So
I don't know what to do besides a direct confrontation then. Cronos
feel
is
like
gonna, yeah.
There's little flowers starting to bloom
Oh,
over
pretty.
the helicopter. Like the vines are just kind of continuing to, and um, you can hear Concordia singing, and like the flowers are kind of coming in waves with the tones of the singing, just to give this some flavor.
I guess I'm gonna yell out to Storm. I'm like, Storm, stop. You didn't know what you were doing then. You don't know what you're doing now.
All right. I would
Get
say that
'em.
this is an express roll for sure.
I don't have that. Oh, why didn't I grab any dice? Hang on. For some reason, for having been excited about this game for weeks, I was wholly unprepared for it actually starting.
Shaking off the dust here.
Yeah. I have nothing in Express, so I'm going to roll 2 and take the lower, which is a
Can I,
3.
I'm gonna give an assist
Thank you.
with my singing.
La la la.
Yeah. So now you'll roll 1.
And that's 2 stress, right?
Yes. Yeah, to help.
That bumps you up to
No,
a 4.
you only take 1 stress for
Okay,
assisting. And 2 is for pushing yourself.
Right.
So.
Okay. I'm pretty good on stress, so I'm here to help.
All right. Can I also still assist? Can I assist as well?
Only one person can assist. If you
Damn.
if you spend links, that's a different thing.
Okay, let me see if I've got any links real quick. No, Cary has no friends.
No linked friends. I'm going to ask for something that we have potentially not done in this game yet, and I can get an extra die by either pushing myself or accepting a poisoned promise.
Yeah.
Mal, what does a poisoned promise look like here?
So, basically what we'll be setting up with a poison promise is that you get some sort of success with some consequences that happen later.
Okay.
So what did you have in mind? What was because you can also propose a poison promise.
Yes. I want it to involve the trash squad.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I get to delay Storm, but the trash squad gets some kind of move, some kind of advantage in the situation.
I like that.
Maybe they go and start gnawing at the vines.
Yeah. Yeah, that's actually a good poison promise. Basically, you are going to focus yourself solely on intervening on him, and you're not going to be paying good attention to what they're doing. So they may get something up on you.
Okay.
So yeah, that'll give you another bonus die.
Okay, let me store that die. That stays at a 4. Okay.
4?
Yeah.
Okay. I believe we were in a still just risky position last time because y'all had just stayed there the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You've played this out several times, Cronos. And there's not a good option here that doesn't involve just bringing yourself to the front line and confronting Albert Storm yourself. You shout to him to stop. He looks at you. His eyes are piercing. You feel a deep well of sadness, of anger, of hunger and drive, like a pang in your stomach. He says, There is nothing you can do to stop me. You should give up and fall in line. The trash trio breaks off quickly with speed from him. He does not seem afraid. You realize in this moment, this was not a protective escort. This was just a tactical formation. They break off in multiple directions. Rat splits into 3 different rats as their tails unwind from each other and they move in 3 different directions. The rats begin chewing and tearing away at the vines, undoing this. But that sadness and hunger just sits in your stomach. You're going to take I'm going to say that this is going to be level 2 harm, despair.
Take it.
But the vines and plants that are you have lost track of the possum and the raccoon. You see the rats on the helicopter pulling away vines, undoing the effects that Concordia has put up.
Okay. We need to deal with Gorilla Grodd, and we need to deal with the helicopter, and we need to deal with Bedazzled Bitch. So Concordia Okay, does Nif? What is Nif gonna do? Because
I mean, I think at this point, Concordia. So I'm halfway through my I've used half of my transcendent abilities so far already. So I'm trying to think of that, but also I think, seeing these, creatures come in and try to get at my shit,
yeah.
This is what I can do to help. So I'm going to continue just pumping my energy into maintaining the vines on the helicopter and growing them as I can and trying to create unfavorable to terrain. So can I reach to Nega Abernathy? Can I try to start enveloping the device? Let's make this fucking my terrain, my difficult terrain by my own hand. And I will absolutely push myself. And I am singing, so I'm giving myself that +1 dice, which cancels out my loneliness, which is my -1 dice. So I'm assuming Defy?
Yeah, I would say Defy is absolutely right here.
All right. So I have 2 because I have 1 thing in Defy, and then I've given myself I've pushed myself, and then I have used my perfect pitch to cancel out my loneliness.
Oh.
I got 1/6.
Yay!
Oh, amazing. Yeah. So I'm gonna say you will have to pick between Abernathy and the device. Which do you go for?
Abernathy.
Okay.
Abernathy has more of a potential to do harm to my friends.
Yes.
And if I can control Abernathy, they can do the device.
Yeah. Yeah, the everything, well, you rolled a 6 here. So it's not a partial. Yeah.
And I don't have less effect. I have the -1 dice, but I don't have a level 1 harm.
Gotcha. Excellent. So yeah, the vines and plant matter just like burst up out of the runway onto Abernathy, holding down arms, wrapping around him. He bellows out this massive roar again in defiance, but he is held for the time being.
All right. Okay. All right, Callie, do you think that you're better at computers or destroying the device? Are we destroying it or are we taking it? It's our mission
what I'm-
prerogative.
Yeah, I'm still unclear on that too. Of what we want to do with this.
Hold on, I'm going to go into my mind palace for a moment and see if we've already discussed this.
I think too, you'd like Concordia's song. It's not like words. It's this like harmony of it's some like primal earth. Like you hear it and you're just like in nature. You're thinking about nature. You're like, this
All right.
is older and deeper.
We
Just,
can
like,
always find a
got that
different
forehead
way.
vein bulging.
We can find a different way to get to the dreamer. But there's nothing that we can do if the device gets taken. And as long as we have it, there's always going to be a chance the dreaming can come in. I think we have is destruction.
How big is this object, by the way?
I would say it's probably like it's in kind of this like big case that like Cronos opened it up, but it's like 4 feet long. But it's think of like it's like in a column basically. It's in some kind of hard casement for transporting.
Could one person carry it?
Yeah.
All right.
Would I need to use an action to speak into Callie's mind?
No.
And just can you transcend and like take this and fly away?
I don't think I can. Oh, I can't talk back to you.
No.
That's right. I just hear it.
Just look at me and just like, yes or no. Can you?
I'm gonna look at you and I'm gonna shake my head no.
What are the specific conditions on transcending? Because we would have talked about this, but I
Yeah,
didn't write
above
it
the
down.
table. I can't transcend until an ally suffers consequences from an action.
Oh, I've got great news for you.
I mean, I tried to like convince Max to come and put us in a risky position.
Yeah,
I'm full of
exactly.
despair.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Janus has the consequences of despair. I feel like you can transcend. Like
Yeah.
That's
two
true,
of
that's
the
true.
three of us at this point have suffered immediate
All right, Rad.
consequences.
Yeah, if GM allows, then yeah, I can definitely do that then.
Yeah, you're seeing this all unfold, and I think Concordia is singing. In some way, y'all are sharing an emotional experience here. I think you feel that despair just like ooze off of Cronos.
All right, then I will transcend and I will see if I can get it, and I mean I can fly, so
You
Yeah.
can fly.
what do I
right.
need to roll for this? Is this let's see.
I would say this is probably flow or defy.
Okay.
And I am helping. I'm giving myself a stress to help.
Okay.
No, don't give yourself a stress because I am going to take stress to activate anything you do, I do better because I have relentless, which means while transcended, each other protagonist counts as your rival. And when you assist your
That's
rival, you
right.
grant them plus 2d and take 2 stress.
Okay,
Ooh.
how close are you though?
I'm still 4 away, so I'm fine.
Okay. All right.
Oh, I didn't realize you were talking about the stress track for a moment. I'm like, the distance is not really that important here, but
Yeah,
no.
We are all acutely aware of people being
So
stressed.
I think that like Cary does kind of a fastball special type of deal to assist.
A temporary extra in Defy right now. I don't remember why though. It's just marked differently. I feel like it was a
How's
thing.
it marked?
Like I put an X in it instead of like filling it all the way in. I think it was like supposed to be a temporary thing, but I don't remember what the hell it was from.
I don't
And I
remember
don't have a
either.
note about it either.
Well, give me 1 second and I'll see if I can find something about it.
But if so, then I would do Defy because I've got the 2 there. So how many dice does that put me at?
So you're gonna get an
So you've
extra
got-
2 from Cary
Okay, let
from
me see if
from
I've
Lykos
got-
helping you.
Okay.
So it's whatever you have plus the 2.
So, okay. So then it would be 4 total.
Yeah.
Okay, I can't find anything immediate about the Defy.
Yeah, I can't remember what it was. I think it was like I don't. Man, I really should have wrote a note or something. But
Sorry.
I think it was like I think it was just like some temporary thing. But I don't remember what from. So should I just like erase it then? Since no one
Maybe.
remembers. Because like I
Can't-
didn't fill it all the way in. Like I put an X in it, which tells me that it's temporary. It's not a permanent thing. I just don't remember what it was from.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll just drop a die and I'll just do the 3 then. 3, 4, 5.
Okay, so 5. That is a partial success. Okay. You fly over to this device. You Verdade, like you appear and your wings spread out. You fly over to it. You manage to wrap your arms around it. And you feel just like a cool mist flowing in. Darkness rolls in. You see the eyes of the raccoon in the distance. Billowing up around it is this darkness that flows around you, and you feel the earth itself is pulling itself up into what feels like what looks in the little bits you could see before you are encased in darkness is being formed into hands grasping at you. You are one of them reaches up and over and manages to get over top of you. There's still some gaps in there, but it is pinning you down. You can't see your allies. You can't see where you are. You know you're being pinned down by this mix of asphalt and steel that is just a massive hand over you, as Max has, as architect, has trapped you here with an assist from the raccoon. And that is going to move you all into a desperate position.
Cary is going to, well, Lykos, the second that like Verdade gets pinned down, Lykos is running up. One final glance back to Corvus. Please. You chose me in this moment. Keep choosing me. Please.
She's quiet. She's been knocked back. She's confused. She pulls her sword and silently nods at you. Callie, you have the opportunity to resist these consequences if you so desire.
Hell yeah.
For resistance, yeah, it'll be a sun roll in order to resist the consequences.
Does it have to be a specific thing under sun?
It's the first column is how many dots in sun you have.
Okay, I've got 3.
So, and you will take stress equal to 6 minus your roll.
2, 2, 4.
Okay, so you take 2 stress.
Right.
How do you resist this in this moment?
I think I zone in on Concordia's like music. I think I use that to kind of ground myself. And just try to fight back in that sense. You said 2 stress?
Yeah, 2 stress.
How you looking?
I'm good.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, you hone in on the music. It allows you to orient yourself on the battlefield here with Verdage's expertise fused with your connection to your friends. You see through the illusion of this darkness. You are pinned down, but you see that there's like a gap in between like the fingers of this. You grab this container and you just fly yourself out of it. We remain in a risky position.
All right. So in that case, the architect is still out on the field.
Architect is somewhere. You haven't, he pulled down part of the hangar at some point, but you definitely see that he is interacting with the asphalt of the runway to trap Verdade.
Okay. All right. I need to focus right now on Storm. Because he did something to Cronos, and Lykos isn't just gonna like be like, oh well.
Yeah.
So Cary's like all fours charging Storm, and as they run toward him, kind of ready to punch, they look at him with pure disdain. You are a coward who would rather doom everyone than accept the consequences of your own actions. You are a miserable little man, and you will die alone because you have pushed away every single person who had the possibility of loving you. Everything you do is marred by your own incompetence and your ego. You will burn the world for your own whims. And you disgust me. You don't even conquer for the love of it, for the people that you love. You conquer because you are an empty, soulless husk. And that is all you will let yourself be. And they're going to swing at him.
Okay. What action are you taking here? Is this an express or?
Either express or defy.
I like defy here. Like,
Cary just comes up to this little emo man and is like, you suck and all you will ever do is suck. All right. And is this technically a desperate roll, or are we still risky?
we are still in risky.
Slay.
You'll keep
All
resisting
right.
things.
Let's try this. Does Cary get to punch an old rich man? All right.
God, I hope so.
Me too. I think it would be very nice for them. Just like a little treat. Okay, that is a 5.
A 5. Okay.
Well, I rolled a 5, a 4, and a 1.
Yep. A 5 is a partial. Okay. You run at him. You're swinging, and it's like the words just echo in your head. It says, "Your opinion doesn't matter. I don't even know who you are." And
I'm the bitch who's gonna kill you, motherfucker.
but you have felt this echo. You have felt the words, the reverberance of this sound. You used to take orders from this voice. There's a moment where you falter. You hear that voice, like, and you just miss a step. You trip for just a split second, nothing you can't recover from. You're an expert fighter. But there's more variables here at play. And a tail has just enough time to wrap around your leg as Possum grabs a hold of you and just pulls you to the ground, scraping you against this asphalt.
I would like to protect, and
Okay.
I think stretching myself too thin, sending out plants in that direction. Can I also spend my armor?
You can, yes. Yeah. Yeah, that'll shrug off any effects of let me just double check. What's it say for armor? Yeah, you can just shrug off all the consequences with the armor.
I think it basically like takes a harm down. So like if it would have been a level 1 harm, I can shrug it off. And I think if it would have been higher, then
yeah, let me take a look here. Reading the rule books. So
woo, rule books.
You can armor is against physical harm. You can mark armor to reduce or avoid an appropriate consequence without rolling to resist. So yes. You are protecting, which means you are you face danger on behalf of your teammate. You step in to suffer the consequence in their place. Yeah. So what's it look like as you intervene and
it's the like vines and plants just like come up and like wrap around Lykos, but also Concordia's like harmony reaches out and just is like, nope, taking you back, nope, I am covering you for this one.
Yeah, you grab onto the tail just in the moments before. Cary, it's like Lykos, it's like you saw what was going to happen as you saw the tail come across where you are running. But instead of it managing to grab your ankle in that moment, you falter. You instead see that the plants grab at it. Possum is pulled away by the vines. You have a direct shot at Albert Storm.
Get it.
All right. Cary is going to use their last transcendent action, and they are not even going to like try to punch him. They're going to dig their gauntlet claws into his shoulders and try to rip his throat out with their teeth.
Yeah, that's all part of the same defy action here. Yeah.
Can I
it's like kind of one smooth like
Can I take a stress to also give them another dice to see if they do any better?
Yeah, I don't see why not. Yeah, go for it.
Let me just spend a link on them before you do that.
Okay,
So you can take a +1.
Awesome. So that is currently 4 dice. Oh, do I push myself and get 2 away?
Like, I think because this was what you'd already rolled, right? We're just trying to give you more dice.
Oh, is this what I've already rolled?
Yeah, basically, yeah. They're wanting to boost the action, this defy action you're taking.
Okay.
Which we've already dealt with the consequences of, so I think this will have to be a new defy action.
Yeah, that's
case.
what I assumed.
Yeah.
Okay.
I assumed that was going to be like my last transcendent.
If Cronos spends a link, can I still take a stress to give the help action?
Yeah, those do stack. Mm-hmm. In fact, I think you can spend as many links as you want on an action.
I'm going to also push myself and accept a poison promise. And I think that this is Cary going back to like their worst moments. Like, this is the most brutal Cary has been. This was them at the start of before the whole adventure. This is them at their eclipsed form, them at their most brutal, at their most angry, because they are pissed that this is the man they've been taking orders from. This is the man who ruled their life. They are furious, and they are not acting out of a need to protect their friends or to protect their world. They're acting out of pure selfish rage. And it is like a little bit of a backstep for them.
So I'm going to ask this as part of this poison promise. What part of Cary's growth are you willing to sacrifice to tap back into the warrior Lykos?
I will sacrifice the empathy for strangers.
You tap back into that training of how everyone that you don't know is your enemy. That surfaces as you are running, your claws are out. You remember going through the training, rising up through the ranks the way you did, the ruthlessness and how it served you, and how every step you take, you get more and more into that mindset. You are the vicious monster. You are the sword of the dreaming. Your heart is full of hatred. Roll to defy.
And I, since I am pushing myself, I get an additional benefit if I succeed. So we'll address that if I succeed. I've got my 4 dice and then another bonus die. And is Nif taking a stress to assist, or is it just the link?
No, I'm taking a stress. I'm still
Okay,
pretty
cool.
good for stress.
Okay, cool.
Okay. Do you have 4 in Defy?
I have 3 in Defy, and then the link, and then bonus die, and pushing myself, and assistance.
Yeah, so that's 1 from Cronos, 1 from Concordia. You're pushing yourself. So that's 6 total, I think. Or no, you said you had 3? Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
It's probably one of the largest dice pools you can get in this game.
Yeah. We really want this guy to die. Oh, baby. So I do have 2 6s.
Okay.
I just also have a bunch of like 1s and 2s, but they don't matter because I have 2 6s.
We're going to say those are the ones from Concordia and Cronos.
Yeah, I have 2 2s, 2 1s, and 2 6s, which I think is a really funny dice pool. And since it succeeded, I have my brutish transcendent ability, which is when you push yourself, choose one of the following additional benefits. And I am choosing perform a superhuman feat of physical force, which is shattering this guy's all the crystals with my teeth. Crystals, they broken because I'm breaking them with my teeth. Nom nom nom.
Okay. And this is going to be your final action while transcended. Okay.
Yeah, so Cary goes up to him, and as they're like taking their steps, and a little bit of the kindness in their face just bleeds away, they look at him with utter contempt. I don't care if you don't value my opinion. You are going to understand the one language you taught me, the one language I was raised on. You will understand violence. I am going to kill you like you had me kill thousands before. How does it feel to know that you are just another body on my pile, Mr. Albert Storm.
The moment before you rip him to shreds, there's a voice that is confident and calm. That's the voice you recognize. It says, "This is only the beginning, Lykos. My plans extend beyond you. You're a stepping stone. Do what you will." But there's another voice saying the same words. The voice of an older man. He's scared. He knows he is going to die here.
Shut up! Sorry, continue. That's just Cary's response. I love your monologues, Mal.
He's saying the same words. His words are not his own. But you don't care in this moment. That's not something Lykos is capable of right now. Hearing the words from your general, the words that could silence the crystal choir who gave you your orders to invade this world in the first place. You know you want to silence it so goddamn badly.
Cary just crunches. I think their jaw kind of unhinges. It is the most alien that they've looked since they joined the group. Their bones crack and shift to accommodate the carnage that they are about to unleash, and their jaw splits open to get bigger, big enough to take his whole neck and all of the crystals that line it in a single bite, and they crunch down, and bone and blood and crystal all mingle as they just start tearing into him. And I think that someone will have to pull them off, because they will just keep on tearing into him, ripping at his face, ripping at the crystals, pulling them from his flesh and stabbing them back in.
Yeah. In fact, the next thing you feel is a foot in your rib cage as Corvus has swooped in to... Corvus loves you deeply, but she knows what you are in this moment, and she just kicks you off in a desperate attempt to get you to calm down.
Let me back. Let me back. He's not dead yet.
He is dead.
And why don't I feel better?
That question hangs in the air. There's blood and crystal. The crystal before you begins to just seep into the ground, out of the body of Albert Storm, who lies dead on this runway. Cracks begin to form in the ground.
Seep?
SEEP.
Thank you.
Cracks begin to form in the ground, glowing bright amethyst purple. The earth yawns open. What do you do as the world around you seems to be crumbling?
Can I take my last action to try and use my vines to like pull them back from the crumbling, to like just like, come on. No, you guys, come on, get back here.
Yeah. Yeah, go for it. Yeah, I say that has to be a defy.
Yeah.
Here.
All right. I'm going to push myself, and then I'm still singing, so I'm going to use that to cancel out my loneliness. I can think of as in The Little Mermaid, Ursula, keep singing. Actually, let's see. That is 2 3s. I can't hear you.
You're in a risky position right now. You pull your focus away from everything you're trying to hold down. You are holding down a helicopter. You're holding down a monster. Now you're trying to hold the earth itself still. You put all your effort into that, and all you feel is a massive fist pummel itself into you as you have let go of the creature that was Abernathy. You are going to take level 3 harm crushed as you are just pummeled into the ground itself. You can choose to resist this.
Yeah, I will try. But I don't know. Like, can I resist? Because I just used my last transcendent ability.
You can still resist the consequences.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I've already used my armor, and I don't have special armor, but I will try to resist.
Yeah. That is going to be a sun roll.
All right. So I have 2 spots in the front first thing.
All right.
So let's try 2 different dice this time, shall we? My 2 kind of blue dice. Give me ocean. That is a 2 and a 1.
So you take 4 stress.
Shit.
If I go into Eclipse and then take more stress top of that, do I then start back along the track?
Shit.
Yes.
I'm gonna call Lost Cause. Concordia eclipsing is one of Cronos's worst nightmares. This is its fated person. This is what it feels like it has been sent back to prevent. I'm going to invoke Lost Cause. Once per transcendence, when an ally suffers severe consequences, you may choose to abandon this timeline for a better one. Consequences they would have suffered are replaced by your suffering, level 3 harm, traveler's despair. Your relationship to the person you save is different in this timeline. They will tell you how.
Oh, fuck. Okay.
Wow.
Oh, fuck. Shit.
I don't think
Oh
I
my
like
God.
this.
No, Okay.
So I still have the level 3 harm of crushed because that was from before resisting the or
Yes.
okay.
So, well, no, you resisted that.
Right.
Well, no, we're backtracking now because you're invoking this, and the trigger for the invoking it is taking the level 3 harm, right?
Right. So Concordia doesn't take that harm. Or if we're going to play this out, or does eclipses, which I would actually like to see Concordia play this out, and then at that point, Cronos will be like, no, and do whatever,
Yeah.
and then go backwards. So,
Okay.
Chantel, do you want to play out Concordia being crushed and then like taking it to the edge?
So, is there a resistance roll is there a roll we need to do for eclipsing? I forget.
Oh, yeah, I think I need to.
Yes, there is. You don't necessarily automatically eclipse, which means you don't necessarily have to do timeline thing.
All right.
So just
Take
put
this
that in the
step by
back
step.
pocket. Put that in the back pocket because there is a roll that we have to do to eclipse.
Okay.
Yes. So let's see how this goes. Falling into eclipse. When you fall into eclipse, read the prompt out loud. Okay. Hold on.
We haven't fallen into eclipse yet, guys. Don't.
When you reach or exceed
So
your
many
stress
dominoes
limit.
ready to fall.
Yeah. Okay. Rolling for eclipse. When you reach or exceed your stress limit, you roll for eclipse using your lowest attribute. So sun, moon, stars, which are you lowest in?
If we're just talking about the first line,
Yeah.
I have the same in all three.
Okay.
So I
So,
have 2 in all 3.
all right.
Let's try 2 different dice, shall we?
Yeah.
Yes.
Go ahead and roll 2 dice.
I don't
I
like those
got a 4 and a
consequences.
6.
Okay.
Oh,
Oh.
So
With a
yet
6.
another timeline
Oh, wait,
is revealed.
shit. But do I have to do my -1 dice because I've got
No.
the level
shut
2
up.
harm?
No, you don't. No, you don't. Shut up. No.
Shit.
No.
You all joke and
Val.
play about wanting to eclipse.
Does it,
Val.
okay.
Val.
Yeah, let me just double check. Let me
I had to
check.
get my
Elle's
sticky
gonna
notes
hyperventilate over there.
back up.
I accept consequences only for me. My friends don't have consequences. They just eat at the Arby's.
Elle himself is about to eclipse.
You guys
I know,
can't
right?
see it, but like my limbs are like a pretzel right now, dude.
I can see
okay.
you clutching the wall for support.
Level 2 harm is only -1 die to action rolls, not resistance
Okay.
rolls.
Okay. So
Okay.
6.
So, and that's the same with level 1 harm. That is to
Wait, then I would have had
actions.
more dice for my resistance roll
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
because
Yeah.
I pushed myself and took stress, and I have the +1 dice for my perfect pitch. Can I use those for my resistance rolls?
What does perfect
Perfect.
pitch say?
Perfect pitch. What does that say? So,
It says your voice is polyphonic and eerily beautiful. Your allies can always hear you speak, regardless of distance or other interference. When you sing to inspire your allies or soothe the troubled hearts of foes, roll +1 dice.
yeah, I would say, yeah.
Okay, so and I can push myself with the stress. No, I didn't push myself with the stress
no.
I didn't resist with that.
That is
that
to
was
help
from
you like to
earlier.
soothe the troubled hearts of others. I don't think in this case that die is going to
Okay.
be for you.
Never mind.
Yeah.
I mean, okay, so technically, Concordia is 2 separate people. So there is
Yes.
others involved.
I like this, but yeah, go ahead and just roll the 1 more die, see how the resistance roll
Okay.
goes.
Also,
This isn't
the
something I
troubled
can help
hearts
with,
of
right?
others are my heart. My heart right now, Mal.
It was a 3.
Spending
Which-
links can give you bonus dies to resistance rolls.
Yes. What links do we have?
I don't have links, but links with me can be used on anybody.
Okay, does anybody have links with Callie?
I do.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll spend a Cali link.
Okay.
Spent.
That was a 6.
You gain no stress for resisting this. The timeline, Cronos, you're watching as every like
my God.
you feel the impact of that. In Cronos, you see like 5 timelines appear and then collapse on themselves in one moment. What does it look like as you resist this? As this was your last action as Concordia?
I think I'm just like I'm coming under the weight of this beast, and I can feel it coming in, and like I can feel the stress of it. Like all of a sudden I'm like shimmering. There's 2 faces. There's 2 people in there that you see. Like different parts of me are like, oh, this is a different hand. This is a different face. This is a different body in the same space. And I just I look over at Cronos, and I can see Cronos just like starting to freak the fuck out. And I gather this kind of like, despite my loneliness, despite, my feeling of being outside of things, which is, as the harmony, my greatest fear, like my biggest trigger, I gather myself up and I think about my friends, and I like will myself with like, you can see the plants retracting back in and like enveloping me to protect me from this harm as I pull the 2 parts of myself together and bring in like this cocoon of all of these vines that I have been using to hold the whole thing together. Just like, my friends are here. We're together. I've got this. And yeah, that is how I resist with, thoughts of my friends and all of my plants.
Yeah. The massive form of this monstrous Abernathy pulls the fist off. You've managed to somehow avoid being hurt badly by this. You are still there. You are frightened. It's not good. And you see that this creature may very well just try to pummel you again.
And
but for now,
turning
you're okay.
back into Nif.
Yeah. Nif. Where the fist came down on Concordia, and when it lifted up, there was Nif.
I'm like physically shaking right now, you guys. My heart rate is 107.
The light from the earth forms a pillar that shoots up into the sky. And an completely unstable rift begins to open in the sky. It looks like the tearing of fabric itself. There are two massive hands that seem to grasp either side of this rift in the sky and are trying to hold it together. There's a figure that you can see just slightly beyond in brief moments of this rift that flickers in and out. The form that you know that has been called the conduit is trying to hold this together. The form of Agatha Vogel. There's still
Lesbians get things done.
Hell yes. For now, the dreaming is not going to eat this world. Albert Storm is dead. Abernathy is here on the rampage. Max is still around here. The trash trio somewhere around here. Corvus is swoops in to try and hold off, at least like bring Abernathy's aggro, like just trying to keep him away from Nif, who is no longer transcendent. Callie, you have a device that, given everything you know, is meant to stabilize a rift like this. Callie, you have the device. Sorry, as Verdade. At least you've pulled that away. Alice is in the cockpit of this helicopter. Seeing this situation go, she begins to start up the process of starting up this helicopter. And she says, she like reaches her head out and she says, "Get to the chopper."
Get to the chopper.
Which she has always secretly wanted to say.
You're fired.
You can't fire me. You don't pay me.
True.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit, you guys.
There's stuff happening still.
Yeah,
we're not done.
Cary is also back in normal form. So just like back in normal form, covered in blood, having just fully murdered a man.
It's only Verdade and
only Verdade and Cronos.
And Cronos. Okay.
All right. Cary is still a goddamn boxer. And so what is around to like climb and get up to the chopper?
It hasn't taken off yet. You can just run to it. Yeah.
Okay.
All
right.
You're
Callie,
Yeah, go
Verdade,
ahead.
get to the chopper. I'll cover you. And Cary's gonna try to so there are, I assume that Gorilla Grabbernathi still has Achilles tendons, right?
yes.
Cary grabs one of
6 of
the
them.
crystals that didn't. Achilles tendons are feet, dozens. Grabs one of his. You know what? Albert Storm's body probably has enough bone shards. Cary grabs a bone shard from Albert Storm and is going to try to slash the Achilles tendons of Gorilla Grabbernathi.
Okay. I will warn you, when you're not transcendent, harm means more.
I understand.
Okay.
Can I give a help on that?
Yes, you can. And y'all took an ability that distance does not matter for helping.
Yep.
So
Yep.
And
I-
are
I
we?
s-
Is
I
this
still
a
have Cary
desperate
links.
roll? Would this perhaps be a desperate roll, Mal? Maybe. Maybe.
Oh,
perhaps?
yes.
Perhaps
Yes,
a desperate roll
because
for me.
yeah. The thing is that yes, what happened to NIF Concordia did put you in a desperate position.
Yes.
So yeah, you are in a desperate position.
All right, so I'm going to use Reckless to gain plus 1d for the roll, and I will take minus 1d to any resistance rolls against the consequences of my actions. So if I don't do well, I am fucked. Anyways.
So
And
and you're
you
getting
got
up.
You got the
Okay.
dice from my help, right? And also the one from Cronos's
Okay, one from Cronos Link and one from
Yep.
Singy
from Nif
Song.
Stress. Or just I'm there in the in front of the Grabbernathi.
Okay,
I'm being a distraction.
all right.
And I am, I still can. It's not a transcendent ability to sing to soothe the troubled hearts of foes.
True. So, you're gonna sing, please don't take any more stress.
I need somebody help.
Just sing, do not take any more stress. If you take any more stress, I will personally start
You will have to
sobbing.
take a stress.
Yeah,
Do
I
not
have to
take fucking no.
Okay.
Don't do that. Just let me die.
No,
No,
Wait.
no, I've already
They're fine.
marked it.
No, no, no.
I've already marked
Damn
it.
Ah!
Congrathi be. You're gonna die in my arms tonight.
So it's 5 dice, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. 5 dice.
Must have been something I said.
Whee.
Should have walked away.
Okay, that is a 6. I have a 6, a 5, a 4, a 2, and a 1. But all that matters is the 6.
All that matters is the 6.
Wow, what
So
a range.
we went through
I'm
so
rolling
much.
a
What
lot
are you
of
doing?
ones. I'm rolling a lot of ones, and none of them are mattering. So Cary is grabbing Albert Storm Bone Shard and is going to slice the Achilles tendon of Grabbernathi.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, you set this creature off kilter, like it hits the ground, but it's still a pile of fists just ready to punch things still. It is now angrier than it somehow was, but you have at least limited its movement here.
And as Cary is stabbing into this thing, they try to look around and catch the gaze of any of the trash pals and just go, even without my teeth, I am stronger than this being. Who would you
Cronos
rather
just
serve?
grabs Cary like a petulant child and starts carrying them to the chopper.
Kronos, let me down.
That's
I'm doing a
enough.
thing. I'm doing a thing.
That's
I'm doing
enough.
It's totally just beyond hope fucked up situation. I'm doing a thing. I'm doing a thing.
I'm 2 stress away from eclipsing. Let me do my thing.
You have
You've
crystals in your
already
teeth.
eclipsed once. You're
I
not
can
allowed to
eclipse again. I didn't learn my lesson. Look at me.
Yeah.
We all did.
As you're being pulled away by Cronos, you do see in like one of the like alleyways between these hangars, the raccoon is just looking at you. The darkness forms and you see the other two scurry away.
Cary looks at them as they're being dragged away and they say, "Who would you rather serve? A corpse or the person who killed them?"
Doesn't respond. It just looks intently at you. Like, as the darkness billows up around them and they slink away once again, which has been their MO every single time.
I don't know, I'm too stressed away from eclipsing. Let me take my stress.
I need somebody help. Not just
I want to be evil
anybody.
again. I'm like
You can have-
basically, I'm halfway
you have-
there right now. I'm halfway there to being evil again.
You can have some stress at home after you've rested.
So, what is the plan for everyone? Cronos, you're taking Cary to.
Cary is
the
still
helicopter?
actively trying. I think like it's not as much as I'm playing this for laughs. It is not a comedic thing. It is Cary is focused. Cary is like, I exist to kill things, and this thing is not dead yet, which is a problem because I am supposed to kill it.
Absolutely.
I think that Nif is trying to see if, like, maybe it's distracted. Maybe I can, like, do a little sneak.
Oh yeah, you could definitely move around it. Corvus managed to like pull it away from you by trying to fight it, and Cary came in with the clutch move to like kind of limit its movement, harm its legs so that it can't move as easily against you.
Do any of you guys know what the thing does? Could it help with this? Like, oh yes, and trying to get to the chopper.
Okay. Yeah,
'cause-
yes. You are
I mean,
all
okay,
open
so-
for a tactical retreat now. There is no one
Okay.
stopping you right this moment.
What about Max? Where's Max, the architect?
That is a good question that
All
you do
right.
not know the answer to, and that
Shit.
frightens you a little.
Fuck. I have an idea, but I don't know if Cary's in the headspace. No, Cary's a general. Cary is a general.
Mhm.
All right. Last time, Cronos, you were able to use our connection to the dreaming in order to close this rift. Can you do it again? Also, let me go. I'm not a child. I'm older than you are, you know.
I'm imagining like for some reason I'm imagining Cronos is like very, very large while transcended and is able to just kind of like really manhandle Cary. And
Yeah, I bet you're imagining that.
I am. Oh, hey. Once this conversation starts getting serious, like it kind of like just like holds Cary up and is like, okay. Like puts Cary down.
All right. Verdade,
Yeah.
I want to separate us as much as possible. We need to create multiple moving targets. But do we have anything that is roughly the size and shape of this container, this device?
Can this device be used to close the gap?
We're
the
not
portal?
using the goddamn device, not unless we have to.
Okay, but currently we have a massive fucking portal that's being
And we have something that
reverse
we know,
goatseed by Agatha Vocal.
and we have something that we know has worked to close portals in the past. Do not eliminate options before they are used, Nif.
Okay, cool. Nif is gonna like get out of the helicopter and go towards the portal and start like channeling her singing into it. And just like, I know that the thing with that Cronos did was the cards, which was a connection to the dreaming. This is my connection to the dreaming, is this harmony and this like song. And I'm just gonna like, I am singing into this portal here
Okay.
because this is the god thing I have.
All right. You are not transcended though right now,
No,
are you? Okay.
my voice is still polyphonic. And eerily
Yeah.
beautiful.
Which
But
is why I
you-
said for one of the two people who are transcended to do it.
Well,
Yeah.
but I knew that Janus wasn't
You-
transcended when they did the card thing.
No, they were.
Oh, she
Yeah.
did the card thing. Oh, was she? Oh, okay.
Yeah. Kronos is still
Yeah, it was
transcending
Cronos.
right now.
Never mind.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I thought when they did the card thing.
No,
she
when they did the card thing, Cronos was still transcended.
Oh, okay.
It was still because it like specifically manifested the cards.
Right. Okay. Sorry. Then never mind. I take that back. I thought that it was just Janus who had done the
No.
card thing,
Yeah.
not
Because
Cronos.
Janus transcended after talking with Lykos, and Lykos was like, "Fuck you and everything you've ever stood for," and Janus was like, "Okay, damn,
Okay then. All right. Never mind then.
all right." So, Verdage, either you or Cronos need to close that rift using your connection to the dreaming, or Captain, do you have your coin?
Captain Alice says, "Yeah, I have."
All right. Do you remember how it felt?
Yeah, I do.
Good. I want all flyers in the air. How hard is it to fly a helicopter?
Immensely. Are you insane?
A little bit. Kronos? You deal with multiple timelines all the time. Could you see a timeline where you know how to fly a helicopter?
That would be a very powerful flashback. Let me see what I can do.
Do you want to take 3 stress and to get that flashback?
No.
Yes, because flashbacks cost me 1 less stress than normal.
Oh, yep.
Which is why.
I actually do perceive a timeline. Yes.
Good. Kronos, take the helm. Captain,
Jesus, take the wheel.
get into the rift. Haha. Get into.
Yeah.
You're going to channel what it felt like. You're going to make that connection with the being of the dreaming. And then you are going to channel that connection into the rift. I want both of our flyers out. I want to create as many targets for them as possible. They need to choose who they're going after. The captain, Verdade, or us. And as far as we know, I don't think that the trash beings will react without leadership. And their leadership is either in the pink void or dead.
Oh, yeah. There's no time limit on that pink void, is there? Like, you just shunt them off. Freaking
Not yet.
Blacktail is... Okay, yeah.
So right now we just have one target to deal with. One target that is going to have to choose.
Well,
Kronos?
we have Grabbernathi, but we also have Architect.
Oh, Grabbernathi can't reach us, though. Not unless he climbs. Which is why we're all going into the air. So the architect will have to choose who to go after. Grabbernathi will have to find a way to get up there. That will buy us time. Let's go. Kronos, fly us. Verdage, you're going to rendezvous with us back at the lair later, okay?
Mm-hmm. You got it.
Captain, close that rift.
She salutes. The coin, she like flicks the coin. It rings like a silver bell. And she runs out of this helicopter. Wings begin to outstretch, easily 10-foot long each wing. Massive feathered wings. A helmet forms on her head like a pilot's helmet, and she flies up into that rift. She's gonna do her damnedest. And as Captain Alice Ramos flies up into the rift, Kronos, you pilot this helicopter.
I think before Verdage leaves, Nif is going to just like pull them so close and just like hug them so tight. Just like, you better fucking stay safe. Because I need you back.
Don't worry.
And Verdade, you fly off. You see on the ground below you as you all fly away from here that Max rips open the roof of one of these as architect still. He rips open the roof of one of the hangars and just lunges as much steel as he can. He cannot reach towards you, but he stands there, and you know that you have left things unresolved here. Abernathy still flails on the asphalt below you, but they become small. They're a problem for a different time. The rift is in the sky. You don't know what's going to happen here as you fly away. And that's where we're going to take our break.
Woo!
So, yeah, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be back in 10 to 15 minutes, and we hope to see you soon. Welcome back, everybody. So,
Hello.
the coconuts have fled the scene. Most of you are on the helicopter
Yeah.
flying away from here. Verdade, you make it safely to the hideout with this device in hand without a problem.
And can I say one thing before we fly away?
Yeah.
Cary is going to look out to Corvus and kind of try to make eye contact. Come with us.
Corvus, she looks nervous for a moment, but not at you. She looks at your friends, nervous.
They'll like you. I think Nif already likes you.
I mean, and Corvus will hear in her head, I mean, I called you and you came. That's good enough for me.
She'll take your hand, Cary, and get onto the helicopter.
Woo!
I mean, y'all have forgiven her 5 times. I think it's
We have.
eventually I have to let her on the team, right?
Yeah, we keep being like, Corvus, we love you. We forgive you. And she's like, what if you don't? And we're like, we do.
So, yeah. And I think she will let go of her transcendent form as well and go back into the form of the human she's bonded with somewhat. Things have gotten confusing. She is Raven as well.
All right. So, Raven, do you have a last name or is it just Raven?
Smith.
Smith.
That's an excellent name.
Interesting choice.
Raven's not my real name.
What's your real name?
I'm not going to tell you that. I don't know.
You're not going to tell me?
This is very complicated.
You're
It's
not
okay.
going to tell me.
Hey. This is a win.
I'm wilting.
In fact, this is one of the first times Corvus is kind of relaxed.
Cary kind of bumps their shoulder with Raven. No, I'm just giving you shit, right?
Yeah, I know.
I'll call you whatever you want to be called. You should have more names, though. I have 4. I'm thinking of adding a 5th.
You can see as you're talking and making your way out of here, you see that the rift has not closed.
All right.
But also, since you're not traveling away, you get a better sense of the size. It's huge. It's a massive, it's way bigger than the rift you closed in the abandoned Kmart.
We need more people. Nif, contact Verdage.
And tell them.
I mean, I imagine I would have made it back eventually.
Yeah. Well, I mean, and y'all are all kind of headed that
Mhm.
like vaguely to the same place.
Tell
Although
them
where are they going to land? Where are you going to land this helicopter? I think Captain Alice had an idea, but I don't know if Cronos slash.
Well, Cary did
think
do
we-
research on the base layout,
Yeah.
so they presumably would have some idea of where landing spots are.
Yeah.
And I think that the team knows that like the original plan was to fly it out to the beach to where like the thinny is, right?
Yeah.
So that's an option too
Yeah.
for where to land it.
Does Cary know of any landing spots due to their research that they did previously complete and roll well on?
Yes, there are many places. I mean, most of this place is desert. There's plenty of places you could stash this helicopter. There's a few helipads in the city itself of Santa Marta, including on top of Nif's parents' apartments building.
All right, we're not landing it there.
Person experience have their own helipad.
It's for the building.
It's
It's
fine.
not just
Building.
theirs.
It's part of the amenities.
We're dealing
Yeah,
with it.
of course. There's,
It's
but
for it.
there's also one of those like it's those the elevator garages, but for helicopters.
Yeah,
Fascinating use
it's
of
for
technology.
it's for the Uber helicopter that comes by. Which is a real thing. Okay.
Oh my god.
It's a real thing in New York. You can
Ugh.
get Uber to give you a helicopter ride.
Ugh.
I mean, I would do that just for the just for the fuck of it,
Yeah.
All right. We need to land it somewhat close.
Yeah. There's definitely, there's places to land it that are close enough that you can like kind of hide it.
Cronos, between you, the captain, and Verdage, we may have some chance of closing this rift.
Do we need to call Splendiferous?
Yes.
I don't want to, but
Our wants are irrelevant. Our needs are what we should focus on.
I think we're
Can
going to have to
drive.
rethink using the device.
You're not here.
Well,
I
how
was
long until I
splendiferous
get
to-
to be here?
I know. You
Yeah.
should be here.
Yeah. So a lot of you are pretty hurt at the moment.
I only
Several
have
of
a
you-
level 1 harm. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
I'm
I'm perfectly
just
fine and have
lonely.
done basically nothing. So I'm
True.
transcended.
am-
I have all my actions. I'm just chilling. Just
I
let
mean,
me know
it's-
when
it's
it's time for
hurt.
me to do something.
You can, when you flew away, Verdade, you can decide what you wanted to do. You could fly the device to the base, or you saw Captain Alice like take off and go towards the rift. You can decide what you want to do.
I mean, I'm supposed to be sort of a decoy, so I need to kind of keep an eye out in case I need to.
You don't get the sense that Architect can fly, and neither can Abernathy.
Okay. How does it? I want to watch the progress from afar to see if this thing gets closed or if we have to do something.
From afar, you see no changes. And like you kind of time it, and you know that Captain Alice should have reached it by now.
Okay. I hesitate to run into something without anyone else with me.
Yeah. Well, you would be meeting up with an ally, at least, because you would meet up with Captain Alice Ramos.
Okay, and who is left enemy-wise there?
We have the
They're all on the
architect
ground.
and Grabbernathi, but they're both on the ground.
And eventually, Blacktail's gonna
Blacktail,
pop out.
whenever he comes back out,
Right.
Cary can have another point on their weird love shape.
Can I
What-
pop Blacktail out like into the rift? Just like
Ooh.
go home.
Yes.
Scoot.
Yeah. Yes.
All right. Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Well, I think you probably have to not from halfway across Santa.
Yeah,
Santa
fair.
Marta.
I don't know.
Where are
Yeah.
we again?
Yeah, Santa Marta.
We landed fairly close.
Yeah. Santa Marta
Like-
is the city.
Okay.
I couldn't have done that like as we were leaving.
Yeah, just yeet.
Yeet.
Yeah. You
Right.
yeet him into the rift. Fascinating. All right. That's good to know.
And it doesn't do anything?
I'm
Well, I
what
mean, you're not-
happened?
None of you are at the rift right now.
I mean, so the second that we saw that it wasn't immediately starting to close, Cary would have had the helicopter land so that they're
Okay.
somewhat near.
Yeah, I think if I see nothing change, then I'm gonna get in closer.
Yeah.
All right, Cronos, you need to get near that rift. Nif and I will follow. I'll provide cover. Nif
Wait, what do you
provides
mean you
another
and
set
Nif will
of
follow?
eyes.
You're like in the helicopter with me, right?
We'll follow you on foot. You're walking to the rift. We're walking behind you.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. We downed the chopper. We're walking back to the
Yes,
rift.
down.
I'm caught up.
Yes. All right, Raven. Come on.
All right.
So do you still have a sword or is it manifestation?
The sword is. Oh yeah, she does not have a sword on her in her non-transcendent state. That's
Then don't worry, I have some you can pick from.
You're collecting swords even here? They don't make swords as good as they do in the dreaming.
Well, no, but eventually I'm going to find a way to reverse engineer swords here and then I'll make them better.
You walk along. Yeah, this rift has remained open. Verdade, you get closer to it, and you get close enough that Alice Ramos is there, and she's just flapping her wings, holding place here, and you come up alongside of her, and she says, "Well, I'm at a loss."
No luck, huh?
Yeah. And in your state as Verdade, you recognize the captain's form as a form called Pilot.
Spelled with a Y or
Just Pilot.
pilot? Okay.
You get closer to it, and it's easily 600 feet from top to bottom, this rift. It goes up. The dimensions don't make sense in three-dimensional space.
How close by are the rest of the party?
If they were on the ground, they're probably a good 200 to 300 feet below you.
Okay.
Okay, people are still flying. All right. Kronos,
I really wish this brain thing was two ways.
do you think that
Seriously.
do you think that I would be able to keep this helicopter steady?
Let me show you what to do. Let me show you how to crash land.
All right.
And then we'll be okay, I think.
Going to try to bring you. Well, you can bring everyone up, and then I'll try to keep it steady. Extra set of hands. I mean, darling, you know how to fly generally. Do you know how to fly a helicopter, perhaps?
No,
Damn.
that seems like a job for somebody who doesn't go into combat.
People, I mean, Captain Ramos is combat experienced and flies.
She looks incredulous.
All right. So take it up so that we can chat with everyone as best we can with the helicopter noises.
Yeah, you fly up. Yeah, this rift is massive. You get closer to it. You can see the edge where it goes, and you can see the dreaming beyond. The statuesque form of the conduit of Agatha Vogel, as if she's draped in star and space, is preventing it from opening further.
Nif would have also texted Kai about this. In fact, like texted a picture. Can we get some ideas from Kai or from our new supercomputer?
Kai says, "This is not ideal," to the group chat.
Can you think of any ways, like any Hail Marys?
I apologize, Nif. I have never seen anything like this. As you inch closer, you can feel, I'll say, Nif, you feel this most of all. You feel the struggle of Agatha holding this closed. You can feel the pain and the strain it's taking. Cary, you feel that ever watching eye, that crystal choir, the pressure, the psychic pressure it exerts, it is pushing itself through here.
All right.
I think Nif would also speak in I cannot remember any names right now. The teacher.
Moonflower?
Moonflower would speak in Moonflower's head and just say, "Go and be with Agatha. Go and be with Agatha right now." And she can't answer, but like,
Yeah,
I cannot tell you how imperative it is that you go and be with Agatha right now, as soon as you can. Like, drop everything and go.
honestly, this is the perfect person to impromptu talk into someone's head. She's going to take it from as a sign from the universe. You we just smash cut to her in class, and she says, "All right, class dismissed." She closes her book and she undoes her hair, and she is out the door.
Doesn't
Even
turn
if
off the overhead projector.
No.
Even if it doesn't do anything, Agatha is suffering. And like, if there's anything that can be done, do we call in Splendiferous?
Yes.
Yeah. I want to see him roll up in his big truck.
I think Nif will like text where they are, but also like in Splendiferous's head. "Hey, we've got we've got a big issue, and I wouldn't call you if I didn't think it was life or death. Can you come here on the double? And then like texting, but also like in his head.
Yeah, I think you get a text back just on my way. Given a little time, Splendiferous Maximus shows up. Splendiferous Maximus fly. We've only seen him once, so, and this is new to him. We don't know the full extent of him. I would say Splendiferous Maximus can float.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
Keep him in his place.
Yeah.
That's appropriate.
Yeah. This being of wires and much more slapdash, still robotic in form, but compared to Cronos is much more slapdash. It's like prequel C3PO versus movie C3PO, you know, like that's the vibe we're going for here. You know, this unfinished network cables and like serial wires and everything, just this being made of these materials floats up to you. I am here to assist.
It's your proper place.
Cronos, you closed the rift before. Walk everyone through it.
It was my tarot cards, but it wasn't about the tarot cards, if that makes sense. They were kind of I don't know, like a sort of talisman. It was much more about putting a part of myself into the portal, a part of myself that was of the dreaming, or that had been touched by the dreaming, and then using that to send it home, and then to also repair the tear.
Anybody that couldn't hear like directly would also be getting that in their head. Ramos, Verdade, you know.
And even those who aren't transcended, you still have a connection here. And while you may be exhausted or tired, there are things you can do.
All right.
You all feel the pressure of this place.
I think Nif, even untranscended, she still has the perfect pitch. She still has the polyphonic voice. She can still sing to inspire her allies and soothe the troubled hearts of foes. And she is singing for all of her friends. And she is singing for Agatha Vogel specifically.
Cary holds up their hands with the gloves, and after a moment, they take the little pocket knife that they always have, and they slice open their arm and offer the rift their blood as a creature of both the dreaming and the waking world. And they hold their blood out to the rift and let it take as much as it wants.
Cronos watches like a hawk. Oh, that's probably enough.
It will be enough when it's closed, Cronos.
Okay.
This is a big moment. I think we all need to take actions here. So, Nif, I think forgive is the way to go here.
Right. And do I get a +1 dice for the singing?
Yes, absolutely.
Shit, if I assist, I'm gonna eclipse.
Yeah, I can't push myself either, or I'm going to eclipse.
Okay.
I am totally okay to take stress to help.
Okay. Yeah, you can. Yeah, if you give us stress, that helps as well.
Cool.
thank you, because it was a 1 and a 3, but then it was a 6.
Yay!
Yay!
6. Okay. You lend your strength to this woman become Titan who is holding the worlds apart. Hanging on by a thread, she manages to pull it just a little bit closer. You can feel the gratitude echo back to you. Cary, I feel like you're doing a confess.
All right. Oh boy, I have a whole 1 die, so we'll see how this goes.
I've got one more link with Cary. You can take +1.
Okay. Oh boy. Okay. Okay.
I'm going to give another dice. I'm pushing myself into Eclipse for this.
No, don't
It's-
do that.
So how much
Or I'm getting distracted.
what's your stress level at right now?
I have 1 stress left.
Do not
And if
push yourself. It's fine. I can take the 1.
Well, no.
I
No.
got double 1s, but it's fine.
No.
No.
I have like way more stress available to spend.
Yeah.
So like
Okay.
let me do it.
Okay.
Let Verdade be the leader.
The harmony is literally like supposed to be the leader.
All right. So that is now a 4,
Okay.
which is better than double 1s, but so it's mixed.
That pressure that you know is pushing through tugs at you again, and just there's a conflict between the conduit and this force that wants to get out. But you reach out and try and connect to this to try and help close it. It resists you. It says, no, this will remain open. I will enter. I will come here. I will take all of it. And you feel it like a pain in your chest just tear at you.
And does Cary offering their own blood do anything?
You can feel that it would help, but it is helping. But there are
Okay.
consequences to you helping, and that you have angered what is trying to escape here.
All right.
And you take level 2 harm.
Okay.
Trying to think of what the tag should be.
Dumbass gave all their blood.
Anemic.
Anemic. Yeah, let's do it.
How do you spell
Yes, be
anemic?
careful.
Anemic.
Okay, cool. And I don't think that Cary cares.
That makes sense. Cronos, how are you trying to close this?
I want to do a fairly complicated thing. And I want to start by looking into the rift and at these giant hands. And I want to look at Agatha Vogel. And I want to think about Tabitha Day, about Moonflower, my mentor and my teacher, whom I love. And I want to think about Tabitha's love for Agatha. and I want to kind of like follow that chain and feel that affection and love for Agatha. And I'm going to burn a link to recover 2 stress for myself so that I can push myself and take those 2 stress back immediately. And I'm going to do Saw It Coming so I can do some time bullshit and be in 2 places at once. And the way that I am envisioning this happening is that's my last transcended action. So I come out of transcendence, and what I'm visualizing is that my Cronos armor comes off kind of like piece by piece and is sucked into the void, and then comes back together on the other side. And Janus is still piloting the copter, but Cronos is standing inside the void beside Agatha, trying to help her not just hold it closed, or not just keep it from opening further, but trying to press it closed now.
Okay. All right. Yeah. I feel like that's empathize or express.
Okay. And I have level 2 harm, so I'm at -1, but I pushed myself, so that should even me back out.
Correct.
But also I have no dots in empathize, so I'm still going to roll 2 and take the lowest.
Okay.
Unless anyone can spend a link or help.
Yeah, let me, I'll take a stress.
Okay. Then I'll roll 1. It's a 1.
Okay.
Nope,
Let me see if
you're
there's-
rolling again.
How many stress are you at? Are you fucking eclipsing? If you're fucking eclipsing, I don't.
Roll again.
I'm going to explode you with my mind,
What-
Chantel.
What
Don't you dare.
what are you
It would
What are
put me
you
in a
doing?
eclipse.
only
No,
one
this is-
person only one person can assist on an
Oh,
action.
Right. Damn it. I have no links.
You're trying so hard. to
I'm
eclipse
trying
me
so
now.
hard.
However, you can let's see.
Push yourself.
Someone can move to protect Janus. Janus, you can also resist
will.
whatever's to come.
Let's
So-
let's see what happens, and
It
then
doesn't
I can
matter.
resist, or
I'm
or someone else
protecting
can.
Janus. It doesn't matter.
It's my turn to eclipse.
Does that give me?
I just want to protect Janus.
Yeah, me too.
We are full of people with a suicide wish, apparently.
Yeah. The rift is wavering and moving, expanding and contracting. And a massive crystalline claw moves out and smacks itself against the helicopter.
Whoops.
And I'm going to say that this is going to put y'all in a desperate situation as the helicopter is going to start losing altitude.
Okay.
By the way, Mel, I sent you a message on Discord. Just
Chantel, you can't do this to me.
Secrets.
Fine, I'm gonna send Mal a message on Discord
Oh my
now.
God. Hold on 1 second.
I'm going to send Jaden a message on Discord.
Okay. Let me think for a second. Let's deal with one thing at a time, please. So we need to deal with these consequences first. So is someone stepping in to protect from these consequences? Or is
yes.
Janus Cronos resisting? Because it's possible you may take no stress from resisting.
Let me.
How much stress do you have left?
If I resist successfully, no. If I resist unsuccessfully, then at that point, can someone step in to protect?
Resisting will mean that there's no consequence. You just take stress. So it just the act of resisting negates the consequence.
Okay, I'll just resist.
Okay.
How much stress do you have, dude?
Do you have armor left?
No, I spent it on being in two places at
Okay.
once.
How much stress do you have?
I'm just a little Janus.
How much stress? Doesn't you are not answering my goddamn
Hey,
question.
we gotta let individuals make their individual choices here. We're taking it moment by moment. This is like
I don't like
this thing is going to swallow the world. Like this is very important that we take it one moment at a time. So
We're having fun, right? This is fun.
So this is going to be, since the consequences were physical, that is going to be sun to resist.
I can do that. I'm so good at sun. Let me resist it. I'm so good at sun.
Now, yes, I mean you can choose to just protect in general. So if you want to jump in front
I
of
am
this,
genuinely so good at sun. Please, sun is Cary's thing.
It's okay.
This is like
It'll be okay.
I don't think you can roll resist for me.
you can.
Yes,
if you
that
step
is
into
protection.
yeah, protection allows them to step in, take the consequence on your behalf, and resist. So
I don't have any sun.
I
Okay.
have all the sun. Let me resist it for you.
all right.
All right, Elle, you're in.
Thank you. Okay. I'm not rolling this dice because these dice have been like kind of shit. These are all of my one dice. I only
Those
take
are your favorite
consequences
ones.
when I love them. When like it's just me. If it's consequences for other people as well, then I'm like, no. Because I love my friends. All right. So I've got 3. Yippee. All right. That is a 6 because fuck you.
A 6.
Sun is my goddamn thing. It is a 6, a 2, and a 1, but the 6 is all that matters, baby.
I think, Cary, what happens here is that you see it first, and you were shown the basics of the controls for just a moment. You come in, and I think you just smack the controls enough to
Yeah.
like set it off kilter, and like, but it doesn't, like Cronos can easily course correct, but
Cary does a barrel roll.
yeah. Oh man.
I don't think you're supposed to do those in a helicopter.
No, I don't think so. You can,
In
but
G.I. Joe! In G.I. Joe, issue 1, it's okay. It is issue, I think, 90.
It always comes back to
It's
G.I.
issue
Joe.
94. Issue 94, they do a barrel roll in a helicopter with an unconscious body. Don't at me. G.I. Joe did it.
This game is such a roller coaster.
Okay. I'm sorry for getting aggressive. I just love you guys so much, and I don't want anything bad to happen to you.
okay. So that is 3 actions as an attempt to close this rift. And you do feel that you are helping in some way. But you have all suffered consequences.
Except for Janus, who will never suffer consequences as long as I'm alive.
Yeah. Verdade, what do you want to do?
I would love to find a way to use empathize. I have heartfelt when gathering information about someone's emotions, roll plus 1d, but I don't know if that's relevant here per se.
I think that is very relevant. You're looking at a person that you've been told stories about who is clearly stuck in a magical war, the same war you're stuck in.
Yeah, so is there a way for me to reach, like, do I get an impression that if there's a way to mitigate this by reaching out to her?
Yes.
Okay, so can I use empathize to do that then?
Yes, absolutely.
Fantastic. So I've got 2 in empathize. So that's 2 die, right?
Yes.
All right.
Someone can choose to help you here.
Nobody
take a stress.
fucking eclipse or I'm gonna lose it.
They could easily resist the eclipse.
I got a 6 and a 2.
A 6 and well, never mind. You're fine.
6 and a
Wait,
2.
if we're in a desperate position, are we marking are people
Yes.
marking XP?
Yes.
Oh,
Oh no,
yay.
no, no. That was resisted.
Oh,
Cary
right,
resisted
okay.
that. So
I did.
yeah. Yeah.
Because Janus should never have consequences ever.
Yeah. What do you say to Agatha Vogel to lend her strength?
Oh man. I think I'm just gonna say it's okay to let go. You don't have to hold everything. How can we
Think-
help?
You just hear back. If I let go, he will just come through. He tried to come through that day. I stopped him then, and I will stop him forever.
You're not alone this time. How can we help you get this done?
You already are. But this is my burden. I can shut this door. I can do it. I know I can.
Unfortunately, this is a burden that is far surpasses only you. We're a part of this now.
I can shut this rift. I can. This one's unstable. It will continue to expand if I don't stop it. But he'll find another weak point. He'll find another way. He'll find another body. He'll do this again.
And we'll deal with that as well.
I'm so tired.
What can I do? And I'm going to see if I can sort of fill in as well. I know that Cronos jumped in there. I think I'm going to jump in there too.
You share this space with her. For a moment, it doesn't feel like you're in the air. You see Agatha Vogel as she was in 1996.
Hot.
Slightly older, 40s. Just getting underway, being a professor, researching, doing what she loved. A stark contrast to the age that has filled her wife, Moonflower's face over time. I don't think I'll survive this. I don't know if I can hold on much longer. He's gotten so strong. Tell Moonflower I love her.
She knows.
He's gonna try and push through. He'll push at every seam. Promise me you'll fight him.
Of course. Are there other ways to shut these down?
Eventually, there's so much I could tell you. I wish I had time.
We have the device.
The device is meant to hold it open against my will. I can close all of them. I can close all of them at once, but he might find a way through, regardless. That day when we turned on this machine, it didn't connect us. It created these two worlds. The timelines synced together in a glorious song. Two worlds attached by the thinnest of veils. But Albert imprinted on it just as much as the rest of the dreaming people. The people I've watched dream for so long. I don't know what will happen if it crosses over. I don't know what will happen to you. What do you want me to do? I can close all of them, but he might find another way. I can leave one place where he will be weaker, a smaller portal, someplace where you can at least fight him back. But you have to promise me that you will.
I promise. What do you need from me now?
You've already given enough.
And does it look like there's any way to get her out of here without it destroying her, basically? Are we at like lost cause at this point?
No? Do you still have transcendent actions?
Yeah, I don't think I've taken any actual transcendent actions.
No, every time you roll an action roll, you take a transcendent action. I think you've done
Okay.
2 or 3.
Then 2, yeah.
Okay. Then there's hope. We have transcendent actions on the table. If you want to try to do something here, what she's telling you is just from her perspective. She's doing everything she can, but y'all are not tethered to this bridge the way she is.
Okay. Yeah, because I think I only rolled for the heartfelt.
Yeah.
I don't
I think you
rolled for
rolled
anything else.
Yeah, you rolled like a flow roll to get the device out as
Okay,
well.
so then it has been 2. So then I got one more. Okay. And what does it mean when an ability says when you push yourself? What does push yourself mean?
That means you spend 2 stress, you get an extra bonus die.
Okay. I have Ex Machina. And you push yourself, choose one of the following additional benefits. You compel non-human things around you to hinder or distract your foes, or you compel the environment to change itself to suit your needs. And I know that Nif was doing Vine stuff earlier, and I'm wondering if that's within the realm of possibility. If there's nearby things that can help us kind of pull this shut.
I think you can use Ex Machina to share her control over this connection.
Okay.
I think that's going to be another empathize. Yeah, to feel
All right,
her
so I take
emotions
2
as
stress
if,
for that, right?
yeah, take 2 stress, you get an
All right.
extra bonus die on this.
So then that's 3. 4, 5, 6.
You can always correct me if I'm wrong on this, but I feel like when she has said that this is her burden, I feel like the one feeling like Verdade and Cally has shared is fuck that. You can have it all. Verdade knows you can have it all. You can solve this and have a happy ending. You can live the life that you wanted. You can live. Everyone deserves that. And not only do they deserve it, that's what they should get. Think that feeling burns in your heart as you see that it reflects like a glow in your chest that you feel more than you see, but you feel that same glow in her heart. As Verdade, you know, you think you can pull her out. You can take on the power of the conduit. You can shut this rift yourself and bring her out of this as well.
Let's do it.
In this space where you see her as her human self, you grab both her hands. She grabs yours in response. And you fall sideways out of this space together. You fall into the physical. The physical is your domain. This is your world. This is Callie's world. It's a world where you get to decide what happens, not other people. The rift begins to seal itself up, one little stitch at a time. In the physical space, there is no Agatha, but the form of that conduit begins to dissipate and spreads like dust through the air. It sparkles and shines like it's snow or mist. It flows into the air out of this rift. You hear bellowing from behind this room. No, I will come through. I will end this world. It will be mine. This rift begins to seal. You say, fuck off. And the seal just pulls up even faster, zips it into it. And then you see the line of this rift condense and pull itself into a singularity and then just blink out. The seal is shut. You do not know. There is no physical form of Agatha here with you. So all you have is the hope that you saved her too. But the rift is closed. For now.
And I think I thought I'll drop Transcendence.
You have been knocked back from this rift onto the helicopter, and you just let go of this form and breathe so heavy.
Nif is absolutely just gathering Callie up in her arms and just like, you did so good. You did so good. You did so good.
We are
So
going to
fucking proud of
Arby's and
you.
then we're taking a nap.
Good job, everyone.
That sounds amazing.
Is everyone okay?
Everyone is fine.
I think Maximilian Magnanimous
Splendiferous Maximus.
Splendiferous
I was beyond
Maximus.
words.
You did a
And
wonderful
Alice
job.
Ramos
Thank you.
are going to hear in their heads because I'm assuming they're still transcended. We are retreating, and we are retreating to the Arby's.
The gang parks a helicopter at the Arby's. No. I mean, you can. I'm not going to say no to you parking a helicopter at the Arby's.
No, I think tactically, it's not a good idea to park a Storm Industries helicopter directly outside of our Arby's.
We're also, we probably shouldn't steal this helicopter at all. I mean, logically, it's tracked by something. And we don't want to tie ourselves to the unfortunate but mysterious death of Mr. Storm.
There's no body there. Splendiferous, did you bring the truck part way? Is there a truck nearby?
Yeah. And did y'all not take a car out to like at least the edges of this place? Or
It's
Maybe.
all a blur.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't recall.
that's
I'm
not
gonna take
important.
some
None of these
stress to,
details
like,
are
do a-
important. I'm just gonna hand wave this. You had transportation. Either Splendiferous has it or you had it stashed away. But you make your way back into Santa Marta. A little worse for wear, but successful for today.
We need to check the rift by the water. We need to see if it's still there.
There's much that we need to accomplish. For now, everyone rest.
Can you? What happened with Agatha? Like,
Yeah, Janus wants to call Moonflower like immediately and check in on her to see if she's over with Agatha, hoping that she's like woken up.
You give a call. Yeah, the first time you call, she doesn't pick up. You try to call again. She answers. She says,
Tabitha?
she's awake.
do you
Something
relay
told
that
me to
message
come.
to the rest of us?
Something told me to
You can
come
tell
to
from
her.
you can tell from Janus's body language, like that's what she does.
Nif is screaming in the background.
Something told me to come, and she's awake. Sorry, I'm gonna call you back.
Yeah, bye. Y'all, she's awake. Agatha's awake.
Good.
Janus is gonna hug the shit out of Callie. You
Definitely
did
hug
that.
you back.
You did that.
So
We did
fucking
that.
proud of you. You are
Callie.
incredible.
We. There's no just one of us.
Yeah,
We
take some
all did
glory.
well.
Take some glory.
You
You're
should take the
fucking
glory.
amazing.
You did incredible. We're all so proud of you.
This would have been a significantly different outcome if you weren't you.
Your kindness makes you strong, Callie. Don't forget that.
Just say thank you. Don't say
Thanks,
anything.
friends.
I don't believe that I'm particularly hungry. You all may enjoy the Arby's, but I have other matters to attend to.
Cary, where are you going, Cary?
Somewhere else? It's all right. I'll text you later. I'll send the emojis.
Raven is looking at you questioningly.
Cary kind of returns the expression.
Hey, can we talk before you go?
Aren't you talking right now?
Cary.
I think Raven will actually elbow you for that. He says, "Don't be a little shit."
Ah! Excuse you, I'm a massive shit.
Nif is going to give Cary just gather them into a hug.
I think the second that Nif goes to touch Cary, Cary kind of takes a step back.
Hand then? Can I?
Hand is fine, Winifred.
And in your head, you're going to hear, you did what you had to do. And you saved us.
Does that make it justifiable?
We're here now. And we're alive. And Agatha woke up. And
You
I
should
support you. I support you. And I still trust you.
I'm glad that one of us does.
Hey, I'm here trusting you this whole way. I think if I've made anything abundantly clear, and I think at this point, like, Nif is just talking. Like, halfway through this, like, Nif was just talking out loud. I trust you. And I support you. And I know you did something. I know you had to do something awful. I know you had to do something awful. But I don't think that any of us could have made a better choice in that moment.
The worst part is I know I would do it again.
Yeah, because you had to do it in that moment.
No, I didn't.
Yes.
It's not like we're
Okay.
talking about an innocent bystander. Like,
Next time we might be.
No,
highly
won't
doubt
be.
that.
Orvis, even Raven even says to you, "Look, I know you feel angry. And I know that you flew off the handle. I'm not going to lie to you. You went fucking wild.
Thank you.
But that doesn't make it bad. Things aren't one thing.
Huh.
It's what you keep trying to tell me, that we can be more than one thing. So why don't you hear it?
Because I keep proving myself wrong. I just need a moment. And I really don't think I can eat. Enjoy your meal.
Raven's not going to stop you.
Do not go far from us.
If I do, you'll call me back.
Don't make me get annoying in your head.
You're always annoying in my head.
Oh, but I could be so much worse.
Huh.
You hear the Macarena just start to be hummed, but like really tunelessly in your head.
Winifred, I know you have better pitch than that.
Yeah, me too. Also, it's Nif. Sniff, come on.
Nif, I know you have better pitch than that.
There we go. So formal.
Formalities are what are expected of generals.
Yeah,
You're
but we're
not my
your
general.
friends.
Someone needs to be the general here.
Oh, I'm tired of generals. Raven like sits in the booth. Like, just,
Oh, all right then.
and as we sit in the Arby's, have some food.
Cary does not sit in the Arby's.
Mhm.
Yeah. As Cary, you have your moment of solitude. I think that's where we'll close the scene for tonight. Oh boy. Lots to decompress here, but let's go ahead and just do our outros. Or we'll be talking here for a
That's
while. Let's
for
save
our
it for the after show.
show.
Yeah.
Woo.
Yeah. Chantel, kick us off.
Hi, my name's Chantel and I'm dehydrated. My pronouns are they, them. I play Nif, pronouns she, her, who is also Concordia, the harmony. I am nowhere else. I'm only here. It's very lonely when everybody's gone. Please come join me on Tuesdays. Please. Please. And then on to the one true alphabetical order. We have L.
Hello, everyone. I am Elle. If you'd like to see if I'll continue to be Elle, you can find me at SapphicSoulful or at SoulfulSaphic on these social medias. I have been playing Cary Milan Evander Lyall, aka Lykos, aka Sad Sack. They are sadly the emo of the group. You can find me here every Tuesday, except for the last Tuesday of the month. A little asterisk there. This Thursday, woo, you can find me at 9:30-ish Eastern Time. I will be playing Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines. We are playing Chicago by night. It is very fun. I play Jack Durand, who is a Cajun vampire who just came to Chicago with big dreams of the big city and is totally not about to be hit by 17 different plot points of varying horribleness, including but not limited to Slenderman in the TV, Slenderman in your brain. Uh-oh, your brother's a vampire now. Uh-oh, you made your brother into a vampire possessed by Slenderman the Static Man. There's a lot going on, so if you want to check that out, head over to Mr_Mephisto on Thursday at 9:30 EST. It's pretty fun. I love the Static Man. He's my dude. And then if you want to find me next Monday at 9 p.m. EST, I will be on Bardic Inspiration Network playing Power Rangers. I play, God, who do I play? Give me 1 second while I figure out who I play on Power Rangers. It's been a minute for Power Rangers. I'm stalling right now so that I can keep yapping until I figure out what the name of my character is. Keegan Cunningham. Keegan Cunningham is a lawyer who might not have passed the bar and is going to be self-sacrificial about it and is maybe in love with their engaged best friend. Uh-oh. Nobody does it like the gays. Also, one of our rangers is going to go on a hot date with an evil demon who is the undead sister of our leader. Very exciting all around. Come check it out. There are maybe Transformers and definitely Joes. So if you like Power Rangers, G.I. Joe, or Transformers, head over to Bardic Inspiration Network. I think that's all I have to plug.
Oh, that means it's time for me in CED order. I'm Dozens. I've been playing Janus Quinn, girl scientist, time traveler. I will plug, completely off topic, I will plug the Tilda Town zine, issue 8, which I just finished editing and has been released. You can check it out at tilda.town/squiggly line zine. It's full of really rad contributions. It's chock full of poetry and photography and digital art and recipes and programs and all kinds of really wild, rad stuff. So check that out. I'm really proud of the community and the contributions that made it. Otherwise, you can find me on Mastodon and connect with me on the Tildaverse. I'm Dozens at tiny.tilda.website, and you can check out some of my games on dozens.itch.io.
Hey friends, I am Calliope Jaden. You can find me everywhere online as FatSapphicBro. I mostly hang out on TikTok while we have it and make a variety of content. Feel free to follow me if you'd like. I've started streaming Animal Crossing New Horizons on Twitch, and then I also upload it to YouTube and TikTok. So again, you can find me literally everywhere as FatSapphicBro. As for TTRPG actual play streaming, I'm here on Twitch most Sundays, 7:30 to 9:30 p.m., most Mondays, 6 to 9 p.m., most Tuesdays, 6 to 9 p.m., all Pacific time, but not the last 7 days of each month, and the actual details are in the announcements. Thanks.
That leaves me. I'm Archangelic. You can find me here at all the time, so like we said in the announcements. You can also find many links for me on my website, archangelic.space. I am also doing professional GMing on startplaying.games. If you are interested in having me GM a game for you, you can book me at my Start Playing link, which is on my website, archangelic.space. If you've missed any of our games, you can check them out on YouTube. The link is in the channel description, and it's in our link tree, which should be somewhere in the chat. We also have a podcast version of this game. You can search up An Empty Dream wherever you find podcasts. We are going to be going into our Patreon supported after show shortly. You can find those at patreon.com/lanternlightadventures. The after show will always be free, but your support would mean the world to us. Thank you to y'all wonderful players for being here. Thank you for our audience for joining us through all of this. And lastly, thank you to our producer, Polyguys, for helping us stream this show.
Woo!
We all appreciate you. We could not do this without you. Oh, and with that, as always, we love you, and we hope to see you next time. Bye, everybody. Go Coconuts.
Coconuts!
Go coconuts!